That's good enough. Okay, would you like to clap sync? And that starts it. Hello, welcome to another installment of Two Danos, One Paul.
Veto.
You like that one?
Don't like that one.
Alright. Okay, how about this one? Welcome back to another episode of Long Island City. Here comes Paul.
This is acceptable, I guess.
Alright. My name's Gavin. I'm here with Aiden.
Hello.
And also Aaron.
Hello.
And Trinity's over there.
Hi.
So we saw another Paul Dano movie, and this was 2001's L.I.E. Now before we start...
Space Odyssey?
Yeah, that one. I wanted to pose a question. What did you guys think L.I.E. stood for before we watched the movie?
I hadn't even tried to guess. I figured it would become apparent, and by the time the movie had ended, I had forgotten that was what it was called.
I just thought it was Lie. I didn't know this. I was like, yeah, that checks out. They just wanted to say Lie really fancy.
Yeah. And I didn't have an answer.
I thought they were just trying to be edgy and put periods in the title.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it is called Long Island Expressway. And, yeah, this movie's something.
You got the lanes going left, the lane's going right, the lane's going straight to hell.
Of course. I mean, what else? So the first thing I noticed immediately, well, not immediately, but as, like, within the first 10 minutes of the movie, I was like, wow, I'm going to experience some tonal whiplash compared to the newcomers, aren't I?
A different kind of tonal whiplash, for sure.
Yeah.
Because this movie is trying to be offensive and, like, trying to make you feel something in a way where the newcomers could not care whether it made you feel anything or not.
Yeah, I said as we were watching it, I compared it to like that one episode of Rick and Morty where they go to the spa and they get their toxins sucked out of them. The newcomers is the blank slate, and the toxins is this movie. So like everything edgy about the newcomers that could have been was sucked out and made into its own movie. And then you had the idea that we should splice them together.
We gotta splice them together
to make
Two good movies.
The dialectical synthesis of Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie, which is to be edgier, instead of building sexual tension between these young boys and this grown adult man through innuendo, does it by having sexual imagery of the young boys on screen, which is a way to do it. Which
It's like cuties.
yeah, yes,
Yeah, that is what came to mind for me as well.
yeah. Just not good vibes from a production. Like, you don't get the vibe that the guy behind it was very. I don't know.
No, I don't think that they had a consent manager on set in 2001.
Yeah.
So what's the thing I'm thinking of? There's a word.
Intimacy
coordinator.
When I was watching this film, I thought it was just gonna be, it's a nice coming of age story kind of thing about a boy discovering himself. It's like I called it when I was first watching it, White Moonlight or Moonlight for White People.
Yeah.
But then I realized in like the third act, that's not what this is about. This is about pedophiles, for lack of a better term. Yeah. Also, I accidentally watched this movie twice. Because I didn't know we were going to watch it together when we all got together. And so I watched it before Aaron showed up.
And now you know how I feel.
Yeah. Except I wasn't like biting my fingernails to like watch this movie again. Like I was kind of excited to watch it again because let me rephrase. I'd say I enjoy the movie. I think it's a good movie. But it sucked my soul out of my body, and it was very traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Also, there are some things that I missed on my first watch that I didn't see in this, or some things I missed in my first watch that I caught in the second one. So I guess it's fine that I saw it.
And I mean, I joked earlier, but the fact that this movie made me feel something already makes me like it so much more than I liked The Newcomers.
Yeah.
It's not a boring movie. And that's
No,
a good
not
thing.
at all. Like this movie is an improvement on The Newcomers on every possible front. Like the music is good, the camera work is good, the acting is phenomenal, the writing is like really good and realistic and gritty and stuff like that. And it's like, and then you have The Newcomers, which is just like just such a wet sandwich of a movie.
Yeah. I really like the aesthetics of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way that these little boys dress and act is, like, exactly what the fuck I was up to in 2011.
Yeah.
It's like, that was how we saw ourselves
Mm-hmm.
as boys with short hair, taking our shirts off for no apparent reason,
Mm-hmm.
feeling very cool with our puka shell necklaces.
Mm-hmm. Cussing at each other when you don't have to cuss.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not me.
So that's,
Not me though.
Not me. I
No.
wouldn't. I wouldn't cuss. I was,
No,
that was
Oh.
too
I talked to my mother with that mouth.
good.
is that just me?
I guess so.
Damn.
I wasn't just you, but I wasn't. I didn't live like that.
Well, just me. Well,
It was like a bunch of like middle schoolers for sure. Middle
Yeah.
schoolers, high schoolers.
mm-hmm.
We wanted to be cool.
Yeah. I don't want it.
Different.
Yeah. I don't want it to become a trend of just comparing the two movies, but like you mentioned it, and it's like the way these kids act in this movie, it's so much like kids in real life, whereas
Mhm.
in The Newcomers,
now
it's just such a
and we were up to that stuff as well.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but like, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I completely forgot about the Orientalism. I cannot say that word. I completely forgot about the racism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids do a racism every now and then.
Yeah,
As a treat.
As
Yes,
a
it's-
treat,
As a
yeah.
treat.
yeah. Last episode, the theme was racism. This theme is.
It's child sexual abuse.
I was
which
gonna
is
say
not
homophobia,
great.
but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess is there? I mean, I don't think the movie is homophobic in the slightest.
No.
Well, no, it's not. But
Um,
like the kid, like I don't think the movie's racist. Also, but like.
Yeah. It's,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
when guys do stuff with guys.
When you do stuff with guys,
That's gay.
That's gay stuff.
But when you do stuff
Stuff
with
with
girls, that's straight stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like that is the thing is they don't.
I
They
knew it was
they-
a salami shiner. That's a crazy thing that they. Do you remember?
I
that?
missed that.
Yeah, he says it right after they say guys and girls stuff line. He goes, "I knew you were a salami shiner,"
Yeah, he
which
did.
is a nuts way. Maybe that's a New York thing, but I've never heard that.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
I said
Classic.
I said this movie was if like the kids from The Newcomers were from Long Island instead of wherever the hell they were originally from.
They were from Boston.
They're from Boston,
He loved
Which
the
is-
Red Sox.
which is not that far off actually,
Yeah.
which is weird actually. Hmm.
Yeah, they don't ever like call out the weirdness that happens, and like the homophobia that occurs, and the grotesque nature of the sexual abuse, which makes it uncomfortable. But I think that's a strength. The fact that the thesis is not ever explicitly stated.
Mm-hmm.
I have no more overarching thoughts unless we want to start digging into this movie. Yeah.
I guess we can start.
Other than it was pretty. I agree. I agree that it was pretty good. I don't know if I said that before. I think this is a good, well put together movie, a well thought out movie. In terms of like how they executed it, maybe a little less child in their underwear for me
Mhm.
personally.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
talk about the cuties problem.
Yeah.
Right. It's that there's like a fundamental issue regarding film, which is that when you depict something visually, you are kind of implicitly suggesting that like this image exists for the pleasure of the viewer.
Yeah.
You have right. That's why it's problematic to like have so many sexualized depictions of women in all of our film across the entire history of cinema. Is that it creates a narrative in which women are sexual fetishized objects, and the same principle applies when you're trying to talk about sexual abuse in film. Is that you're making the subject into a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
And like honestly, yeah, I don't think that when we're doing this we should like depict nudity of the subjects of the film, because it has that effect.
Yeah, I never really made that connection, but that is a really good point. And yeah, the whole cuties thing, that's, I mean, we already all know that's really bad. And
Yeah.
Not like,
Yeah.
the number one way
Well-
you want to show murder is bad is if we murder someone on camera, and then that's, yeah, but we don't do that kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah. A theme I noticed upon my second time watching, that I wanted to talk about is, I wrote it down here as, the theme of influential people getting away with what they want. Big John, the antagonist of this film, BJ. He's like, there are several scenes like where he's like a celebrated man and stuff like that. Like he's like, the first time we learn about him, we're in his basement and stuff, and we see his medals, his accolades and stuff like that. He was in Vietnam and all that. It's like, oh, so automatically my brain goes, oh, this is supposed to be a respected gentleman. And also, well, that scene aside, then there are several other scenes where when he talks to
Around town.
yeah, he talks to Paul Dano's principal, gets him off the hook, and then says like, okay, yeah, he's good to go. And then he talks to the police officer at the front desk, gets him off the hook. And they're all, and like, you know, the scene where like Paul Dano peeps through the door in the police station, and he's like doing the thing with like the female officer and stuff. We were joking like, oh, he's giving the police officer BJs. Yeah, and it's like, he's like, he's known by all these people, and he's essentially like can do whatever he wants. So that already gives him a complex that's like, oh, I can just do anything. But that's not really touched upon in this movie. Like, you just kind of have to dig that in for yourself. And I don't know, I thought that was, I don't know, I just think the way they depict that is kind of potent. And not that like Paul Dano never calls it out or anything, or Paul Dano never even really realizes that he's a victim in all of this. And I think that's like the saddest part of this movie, but at the same time, like the thing that I think makes it kind of work in a way.
I think one of the really cool, I don't want to say cool, that's not the word for it. One of the like more interesting parts of the film is he doesn't like ever see himself as the victim until he like falls into the victimhood, right? He goes from like, I shouldn't get in Big John's car. This is a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like, you know, oh, he's letting me drive him around. He wants to take me back to my house. Like, we want to go to his house. That's a bad idea to take to Big John, right? All of these things where he's like pushing away. He's like, I know this is wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be the victim. And then he falls into the trap anyways, right? And it's a very just like creeping transition there. And it's never like a moment that happened. I mean, you know, his dad walks out on him. That's like the moment where everything shifts, but like he doesn't like see himself as the victim there. You know what I mean? It's very interesting in that way, where like Big John no longer becomes his predator and becomes his savior in that moment. Of like his dad left him. He's the victim of his dad's abuse. And so now he's going to this other abuser in order to escape his like father's cycle of like, you know, beating him, and at least the one time we see in the movie, right? He says at the end of it, he says, "Don't ever hit me again." So clearly, it's happened more than once, you know.
Yeah.
And like his dad like leaving him, going to getting locked up, and yeah, it's very interesting that like he's falling into this next cycle of abuse very fluidly, and I think the movie does a great job at showing how insidious that is.
Yeah. And I would also put forward that every step into his control is a step where the social order failed to protect him. It's because the person who he was supposed to be able to depend on, who is like more safe, was not there for him in that moment. Is that the other young boy whose name I can't remember?
Gary.
Yeah, Gary left for California, and then his dad got arrested, and he was alone, and he needed someone to help him, and his abuser is the only person there. It's the only option for him.
I think also the theme of him, not theme, but the detail of him not really realizing that he's being abused is like, I think it's common with, I feel like it's common with most abuse victims, like when, especially like younger children, when they're naive and they don't know any better and stuff. And so it's, I don't know, as a viewer, it's like really heartbreaking to see, because it's like we know not to do that, and we're screaming at the movie, don't do that, this is bad, get out of there. And it's like it creates a really gut-wrenching feeling kind of thing.
There's a really good dialogue in between the two scenes he has with his therapist. The first time he just got hit by his dad, has a huge shiner, and like had skipped school for a couple days, etc., etc. Goes into the therapist. The therapist is like, "Is everything all right at home?" And he kind of pushes her away, doesn't want to talk about it. Pretty reasonable, but like she doesn't push him too hard on that. And by the second time, him and his dad have made up. He gets another shiner from from his friend, who sucked.
The incest one.
The incest friend. We'll get to that.
And how could you forget?
And like goes to his therapist again. The therapist is like, "Hey, is everything all right at home?" And this time he's like very adamant, and you as the audience are like willing to relate to him in this moment and be like, everything is fine at home. You know what I mean? Like his dad isn't abusing him right now. They just made up. They're doing great. But there is that like, you also have to think about it like, no. Like not even like from the therapist's perspective, she saw him with two black eyes. It's like, no, in the real life perspective, that's probably not gonna last. Like even if his dad wasn't arrested, like even though he had his good moment, like, you know what I mean, with his dad, that probably wasn't gonna last forever. You know what I mean? They are in an abusive relationship. You know what I mean? Not to say his dad couldn't improve or whatever, but like, you know, don't get your kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. It's my son.
Yeah.
Oh, so that makes it okay.
The movie did a really good job of like pulling me as the audience member into his side of being like, of defending his abuser, of defending his father in that moment, which is like really fucked up. The movie did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
It sucks how like nobody in his life was willing to help him.
At
all. Like, the counselor is a mandated reporter. She sees these two, like, black eyes, and she doesn't do anything more than be like, "You okay? You good?" She doesn't dig into it. She doesn't report it. She doesn't, like, say anything. She doesn't talk to his dad about it. And his dad, like, sees him go off and not go to school, and all he does is just beat him up about it.
And say, like, "Why won't you tell me what's wrong with you?"
Yeah, and he, like, hits his child. He throws him around. He's like, "Why aren't you going to school?" Instead of taking him to school or, like, being there for him, listening to him and his problems. And then his friend, Gary, kind of enabled him to do things that were bad and didn't try to help him either, even though he saw that he was clearly, like, one of his only friends. And then... what's his name? Big John, the guy I hate.
That motherfucker. I hate.
Yeah, he's just evil. He's evil, and he doesn't want him to succeed. He doesn't want him to like be an independent person because he wants to manipulate him for his own selfish needs.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in all of these areas, everybody in his life is just failing him, and it's sad. It's sad to see, and we don't really get any closure for that. Like it's messed up,
Yeah.
but it happens to a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the like terrible reality of it.
Yeah, and the ending of the movie is not, oh, and then he found a support network
Yeah.
and learned how to commit to love as an action. It's that he decided to become independent, which is good in the sense that he's not dependent on his abuser, but it's also not a full solution.
Yeah.
But I did feel really uplifted, honestly, when he was like, I will not kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a kind of sweet ending.
Yeah.
For like, I say sweet, but like comparatively to the rest of what happened in this movie.
Yeah, it's a misdirect.
Yeah.
They make
Yeah.
you think at the beginning of the movie that he will kill himself.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially leading with like his mom dying.
His mom dying and him stepping
And-
onto
yeah.
the guardrail
Mhm.
of the bridge over
This
the highway.
clearly depressed child.
Yeah. God, there were so many scenes in this movie that like especially scenes with like the score, like the cello music and stuff. Like the second time we see the bridge scene,
Mhm.
I was like enthralled. I was in the movie. Like I don't know. I don't have many words to
Yeah.
say what I'm trying to say, but it's like I don't know. It's one of those moments where I feel just I don't know. I don't have any words for it.
One of the things about not looking at the runtime for the movie is like right then and there, you're in the moment. You're like, this could be how the movie ends.
That's
he
ex-
fucking ends it all right here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
and so
thought.
it was really like there was this like real tension like in my heart of just like, is he just gonna kill himself here?
Mhm.
Like, and we're gonna experience maybe some fallout, but
Mhm.
like that's not where it ends, and then it ending at the end, and you're just like, oh fuck, is that how it's
Yeah.
and it doesn't, and they do a really good job of just being like,
Yeah.
he's like come to terms with like, I'm out,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And that's a really good moment.
Because that first act break where they go back to the bridge for the second time, I literally said out loud, I hope he doesn't kill himself. And I didn't think that was actually going to happen. I was sure that was the end of the movie and that he would kill himself, and that I was
Mhm.
being too optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I like movies that do that where it's like they lead me to think, oh, this scene is where it's gonna be the end, and then it doesn't happen, and I'm like, well, shit, it's got to end at some point.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going, and it keeps going, and I'm like, I hope this is not the ending.
Mhm.
And it's like, and then it eventually does end, and I'm like, okay, I'm satisfied with that, actually. Also, I do appreciate how they used two motifs with the bridge. Like, in the beginning, there's no music and stuff like that, and he's just walking on the guardrail. They use that scene, and then there's the monologue about the bridge that happens sequentially after it. They reuse is a bad word, but they call back to that scene from the opening again, this time with a tremendous score that's really emotional and really like, God, I feel like this is where it all ends. That's also another thing. If like it's not only where it all ends, but like also where it ends for Paul Dano's character, because it's like it makes me think, God, I hope he doesn't jump.
Yeah, he's not.
But so that's the first motif they use, and then the second one is the next time they use the bridge monologue, and that's actually when it ends. That's when like it.
On the real ending.
Yeah, and it feels kind of like they trick you into giving you this payoff, like, oh, it's the scene from the beginning. They're doing a scratch rewind to how it ends, but then it doesn't end, and then they give you the monologue, and like, oh, this is where it ends, and I appreciate that that use of like setup, build up, and payoff that they do in that movie, and I think that's a really clever device that they do in that movie.
I think that's also a good use of scratch. I actually didn't mind the use of scratch rewind here because like,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't actually Because yeah, if it was the ending of the movie, like I don't think I would have felt like as impacted as I did at the end. But it would like also like the movie is kind of setting that up. It's kind of like a second fake out there of just like actually that's not how the movie is gonna end. Like the story keeps going from there, which is actually yeah, maybe that was actually a really cool choice to have it be Scratchy Run, because without that scene right at the beginning, I don't know if I would have thought he's gonna kill himself right here as much as I did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's a really clever use of that scene.
Yeah, they're posing the question, and it's like a good use of Hitchcock's bomb under the table. If you know there's a bomb under the table, you're gonna wonder if it will go off, and the bomb doesn't have to go off, but the fact that it's there is what makes it interesting.
Yeah, and also like to have that scene in the beginning too. It also emphasizes like why the movie is called like Long Island Expressway, because like that's essentially where like the whole story begins, is because that's how his mom died. Yeah. And so it adds extra emphasis as to why they chose that, like why the movie's called that, I suppose. Also, it's just a scene that sticks with you. And I think the added context of the last leg of the movie like ties it together. Yeah, I feel.
Okay.
I want to see if I have other notes in here. Oh yeah, also the shaving scene. I felt so hollow and like sad and hopeless. Like to me it was like watching like a spider wrapping up a fly.
Yeah. It's also like it's clearly a lot of the dialogue about this is like becoming a man, like having sex, shaving, right? All of these things of like this is manhood.
Rite of passage stuff.
Right. It's this rite of passage stuff. You know, having sex. Right.
Yeah.
I guess I already said that.
Yeah. It's okay.
But yeah, it's the same. Like all of that is like really emphasized in this movie, and so especially during that shaving scene, you're like, he's not a man. He doesn't have any hair to shave.
Yeah.
But John is like propping him up to be this because he wants to groom him into believing he's ready for this type of like sex that he's not ready for, like as a child, right? And that BJ is grooming him into, right? It's a very actually like awful. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful the fact that he doesn't have any hair to shave, right? That's a really poignant choice.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, to be like
literally grooming him.
he's literally grooming him. Yeah, like in the bathroom mirror.
It works on so many levels.
And that smile at the end that he gives like right next to his ear is like genuinely bone chilling. Great job on the actor's part. For making me feel like legitimately awful.
It's also
this whole
like,
fucking movie.
Nah, for real.
It's like such an intimate moment because he's so close to him, but he's also holding a knife to his throat.
Yeah.
It's like Paul Dano's character is not in control here at all whatsoever.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate saying it, but I think that scene might be... I don't know. I don't want to call it my favorite scene, but I think that's the scene that sticks with me probably the most. Other than like the bridge.
I
like
think the bridge scene. Yeah, the bridge scene is gonna stick with me.
Yeah, all three like bridge like motifs.
Yeah.
Well, like they'll stick with me for the right reasons, but the shaving scene is gonna stick with me for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I detest that scene so much. It's like, I don't know. It just feels like, man, there's nothing anybody on this planet, like in this movie or in real life, on my world. There's nothing anybody can do. Like, this is how it ends. It's over. And, I don't know. Thankfully, he got out of it. Thank God. I don't know. Like, I couldn't imagine how he would get himself out of that, but he did.
Chekhov's gun.
Literally. That was Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know. A question I thought on my second viewing, did Big John change his mind about Paul Dano's character?
I think it's left ambiguous. I think like it is left ambiguous on purpose. We cut from like um, like they're like having a really intimate moment. Paul Dano admits like Big John like actually gives the news that his dad is in prison, and then like he kind of like starts crying, and like it's like left ambiguous whether that like was a turn off for Big John or not. Like he just says like get the pillows, and then like it cuts later in the night to him like turning off the light, like it's a completely different shot. So it's really actually not clear whether like I would say the movie left it more ambiguous than me. I was like, no, he didn't do it because like to me like even imagining it is like, really really harmful. But like it is left ambiguous, I think, in the movie.
I think that I like that choice because a lot of by portraying moments of kindness in the abusive character, you can demonstrate just how immersive the abuse is, right? Paul Dano's character doesn't think he's in an abusive relationship because the abuser is kind to him all the time. It doesn't feel like it, and that demonstrates the point, I think.
Yeah, I think in that moment he didn't want to inflict that harm on him because then it would negatively impact Paul Dano's character's relationship with him. I think it was a part of like him being a pedophile groomer and manipulating him. He lulled him into a sense of vulnerability where he could be vulnerable with Big John, so he felt safe with him.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't act on that, because I feel like he was saving it for another time. Because it's like we know that he hasn't really changed because at the end he shows up back at the spot.
Yeah,
the known spot where
the boy
you
prostitute
can
spot.
like solicit people.
Yeah.
So he's like not a good person. He hasn't changed for the better. I think he was doing it as a way to manipulate Paul Dano's character.
Like,
yeah, it's an appeasement of his own ego.
Yeah.
He's like he's soothing him. He's patting himself on the back.
Yeah.
I didn't have sex with that boy that was crying on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, sure, dude.
I have such restraint.
Yeah. That's...
He's like, I have a good relationship with these kids.
Yeah.
And I'm not a bad person because I think of them as like people who cry.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah. It's like, no.
I think Big John is just such a, like, I'm trying to find the right word.
There is such a complexity to his character.
He's such
like,
a villain.
Yeah, he's so evil.
Yeah.
Like, but it's written in a way where he's not like the standard like evil guy that's easy to hate from like an in-universe perspective. From an out-universe, we all hate him because what he's doing is clearly evil to us, but he's so like insidious in this movie. It's really well written.
And I feel like that's how like most like I'm going back to the people in power like abusing their power. Like that's probably how most pedophiles live their day-to-day life. That's probably how they get away with whatever they want. It's just like I don't know. I don't have a really major point here, but it's really frustrating to see.
There's a reason that so many abusers are people in positions of power. Is that when someone is a pillar of their community, people have to make a real choice on whether to really investigate that, because once they do, and if they learn what they don't want to learn, and they have to remove that pillar, it will have an impact on the community.
Yeah.
Right. Is the guy, he's a SEAL, and he was like having some kind of community party event at the beginning of the movie, and he just clearly knows everyone in town. Yeah.
And like there will be people who are like, oh no, he would never do anything like that. He's not a monster. Like there will be people who will vouch for him, but not even know like a thing about him. Essentially, like it's on the surface, but you never really know what a person is like.
Yeah, but I also think there's some cool implications that some people do know, With the police chief, right? That
Yeah.
or not chief, but like the policeman.
He was
When he's
you're
talking
right.
to
Yeah.
him, after they have the conversation, he's like, "All right, Howie, let's go." He looks at the guy and goes, "If you ever need anything, let me know." And it's like, that's wait a minute, what?
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that
scene.
scene.
So there's more stuff than it's like. Like, I mean, obviously, like, the older kid he was already grooming, like, he got groomed.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, I'm sure some of, like, there's probably a couple people that know and they're kind of, like, letting it slide because he is that pillar of community. Why would we debase that guy?
Yeah.
It's really, it does a really good job making you feel gross, man.
I feel like it's also extra poignant in today's society for reasons I'm not going to say out loud, because why should I have to?
It's just like, it's so gross how so many people are pedophiles in our society, and like they just get away with it, and they have like this buddy community, and there's like so much corruption and power imbalance, and a lot of these pedophiles like are in with other people in power, like the cops, or people in positions of authority, and it's horrifying that that's the reality, and they do a good job at portraying that. It's like these people in the town know him, and I'm sure a lot of people are in on his bit, but they're letting it slide because they are either that evil, or they don't care, or they care more about their friend BJ or whatever. And it's just so gross how the people who are supposed to protect you are ultimately the ones that are letting this happen.
In 200 years, someone's gonna unearth this file, and they're gonna be like, "Why didn't he explain the Epstein files? What the fuck is that?"
That's, man.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's really funny because in like a post-Epstein world, this would seem like such a like. It wouldn't be like a non-issue movie, but it is like kind of. If it was made today, it would just feel totally different. Because it's in 2001, it was like, no, this is like been around, man.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like me listening to System of a Down, like, for the first time, and I'm like, wow, they're talking about a lot of issues that are still present today, and this album was made in 2001. Like, gee, how long has this shit been around? And then it even got me thinking of other, like, issues in our country that's like, I'm now starting to question. It's like, is there really a problem here, or are you just doing that because you want to make money, or is this just some kind of long-term 40 chess scam to get more money out of our taxes or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's fucked up.
Just adding on to your timeline point real quick, Epstein was first arrested in 2006, so it's like it is around the time this movie first came out.
Yeah, 2001. Arrested in 2006. Yeah.
I mean,
That's nuts.
Yeah. There were a lot of people in Hollywood trying to talk about it.
Yeah.
And like nobody cared. It was like pushed down.
Mm-hmm.
There were people who spoke up about it, and then like TV shows, acting deals fell through, and they started like faded from the public eye, and people forgot about it.
Yeah.
But it's always been a problem.
Yep.
It's always been a problem.
That sort of reminds me about how Glass Onion came out in the same month that Elon Musk bought Twitter. And so it was read as like very specifically an Elon Musk hit piece, when really it was just making fun of billionaires in general. Like, no one hated Elon Musk that much while that movie was in production.
Yeah. It just happened to be like,
Yeah.
right person, right time.
Right person, right time.
Yeah. We're about 40 minutes into this. Do we want to break for ads?
Let's do it. Break for ass.
All right.
For ass.
And
Wait.
break for ad right now.
because
see
he was
Clint
being
Eastwood.
abused by the mafia.
Welcome back.
We laughed.
Ads are over?
We laughed so much during this movie, and it's a little bit because there were a lot of jokes, but it's also I think because like so many things were so deeply uncomfortable that we felt we had to break the tension.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I was watching this movie on my own, I would have like lost it with
Mhm.
how intense it got.
Yeah,
Yeah, I completely forgot about the parts that are actually kind of funny.
yeah, it's
Best, the best blowjobs this side of the West Hemisphere.
Yeah.
the head goes crazy in France. I don't touch that shit.
The movie starts off like so strong with robbery, sex, and incest.
Yeah.
Oh,
The first scene.
sex with the PPE.
Oh
on.
my god, yeah,
Oh
the,
my
the
God.
helmet.
Yeah.
The hard hat.
That's
The hard
right.
hat.
Yeah,
They said use protection.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Keep that thing on me.
So the we get the bridge scene, and then we scratch rewind
Yeah.
to this diner where they're talking to this kid. I had no idea what his name was, but I only know him as the incest kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the first scene of the movie, his two friends are like, "Hey man, you should really use protection," and he's like, "What do you mean? She's not seen anybody else."
She doesn't get
And
diseases.
they're like they're like, "Well, it's about a baby. You don't want to have a baby."
And she's like, nah, she's way too young for that.
Way too young for that. Bad.
And then they're like, did she get her period? And he's like, yeah, like last year. And it's like, so you do know.
Yeah,
she
so
could
you
get
gotta
pregnant.
start using protection.
And they're like, I don't think you want a two-headed baby.
And they're like, he's like, what do you mean a two? How would that happen? I was like, you know, I saw it on the news, and my brother and sister are fucking have a two-headed baby. Just
Yeah.
casually dropping that one in there. That
Yeah.
he's fucking his sister. So funny.
And it goes back to like the Y2K aesthetic, because it's like there's no internet. That's just the kind of shit we were talking about. That's what. That's truly what conversations were like for 15-year-olds in 2001.
Yeah, but were people having sex with their sisters a lot in 2001?
Not
know.
what I
Fucking
know.
hope not. I didn't know a person that fucked their sisters.
What
so
I mean
I'll
is,
hold
like,
that to it.
The callous lack of education.
Yeah.
You don't have the internet. You don't have access to information, and the sex ed was not that good. Where you'd be like,
yeah, that's fair.
you know, the conversations about sex were juvenile.
Yeah. Parents didn't think they had to tell their kids not to have sex with their siblings.
Yeah.
Classic blunder.
Classic blunder.
They didn't have to worry about it. They didn't think the thought would ever cross their mind.
And we do see his mom later, and
Yeah.
and she appears, and then she looks and directs our attention to that kid, and you're like, oh yeah, now it makes sense, because
Mhm.
that's his mom.
Yes.
Yeah, and then when he's getting picked up from the police station, his mom looks over at Blitzer, Paul Dano, and is like, ah, no wonder you got arrested because you're hanging out with this kid. I'm sorry, your son is fucking your daughter. I think he is more of a bad influence.
One of the greater
I don't
lines
know.
is after they finish arguing, they beat up Paul Dano and the incest kid are like fighting, and the goat comes in and saves them, just like breaks him up. Paul Dano like walks away because he's like kind of like, you know, cutting off relationships from his friends.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? All his like ties are falling apart.
Mhm.
And the line, he's like, Blitzer, come back! At least you're not fucking your sister. And it's so throwaway, but it's
Yeah.
so good.
I think we said something like, I can excuse being gay, but I draw the line at
It's
incest.
true,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, his friends are like it's cool if you're gay, but this guy,
Yeah.
he sleeps with his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salami Shiner.
Like the two are comparable.
Yeah.
Salami Shiner is really
Salami
good.
Shiner.
When you do stuff with guys,
That's gay
That's
stuff.
gay stuff.
But when you do stuff with girls, that's
Straight
straight
stuff.
stuff.
They subverted my expectations by not saying that's normal stuff.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they like used the word, because I was just expecting it to just be like, subtly homophobic and say normal. But
Yeah.
they were like, no, that's straight stuff.
Yeah,
that was
he's-
very like.
He's
That's kind of
surprisingly
woke for 2001.
he's
Like,
surprisingly PC,
Yeah.
and that's why we like him.
Yeah.
That's why him and pizza and guy holding pizza are the
pizza.
goats of this
The
movie.
goats. They're so kind and generous, but they just don't interact with Paul Dano enough to fix his life. It sucked.
To say
Oh,
To save him,
also,
literally.
guy who lost his dog.
Guy who
Guy
lost
who
his
lost
dog.
his dog.
Yeah, sitting in the police station. They're like, we found your dog. Just a hearty double thumbs up. Walks over. So funny. Oh my goodness.
Why can't the movie be about this guy? Why can't he be the mentor of this movie?
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think about when he makes Big John laugh in the car.
Oh, he was like, because they were talking about him being like an international spy in
Yeah.
the military or whatever he did, and he's like, well, what do you think of when you think of spies? Well, I think of James Bond, but he probably doesn't blow as many boys as you.
That's such a crazy line.
Yeah.
James Bond if he wasn't blowing boys. That's so nuts. Man.
At one point, Big John was like, yeah, I loved someone. Her name was something. Diane or
I thought-
something. I don't know. And he was like, her?
Yeah.
He was like,
He gives him like the full like rock eyebrow.
like her?
I thought you were like it's so
And he's like,
bad.
don't be ridiculous. I like girls.
I like girls.
I like girls.
It's confusing, I know.
I just blow boys
I'm-
for fun.
I'm just a pedophile. Alright.
Like, this is just my side job, okay?
God.
My main thing is with
You
women.
don't
Yeah.
give the best blowjobs in the Western Hemisphere by having fun, okay?
It's hard work.
He puts in the work.
You don't understand. My talents are wasted on these women. I could do so much more, but only for little boys.
Oh, so awful.
I
Yeah.
hate that guy. I wanted to punch him so bad every time he
Okay.
showed up on screen.
And
Oh my
so
god.
we were going through reviews of the movie, and a lot of the 1-star reviews are like, "Man, can't believe they made that pedophile likable."
Yeah, and like,
No, they didn't do that.
did we watch the same
Did
movie?
we? Yeah.
Like, at no point did they try to justify him or make him seem like a good guy.
Yeah, it's like
He's charismatic. He's grooming people. He's manipulating the people around him.
He's acting like a groomer. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
People's-
he's not likable.
people saying like, we don't want to create a safe space for pedophiles. He fucking dies at the end. He gets
They
shot.
shoot him, dude.
He gets
It's
shot
awesome.
by one of his victims.
Yeah.
They kill him. I don't know what's safe about that. Also, speaking of his victims, the older victim,
The older boy, yeah.
yeah, I learned he's played by Walter Masterson, who's a YouTuber I watch, who does like he's a comedian and a political satirist
Oh,
who lives in New
interesting.
York. Yeah, so I was watching it the first time. I didn't really notice it, but then the second time I thought he looks kind of like Walter, and then I had to look it up and like, holy fucking shit, I subscribe to this guy.
It's
crazy.
This guy. Yo,
That's
shout out. I subscribed to the guy who killed the pedophile. That's awesome.
I subscribe.
That's awesome, dude.
I subscribe to the guy that killed the dude.
You gotta put that on your resume.
Yeah, I should. That's really good.
There's some good moments with Gary early on too.
Yeah.
There's the
Like
there's the spit piss,
I was-
the spit pin down scene.
I was about
It's
to
just
That
say,
like
was crazy.
so, like that's one of the ways where I'm like, wow, you can really build like sexual tension between these two young men without having their shirts off or like them trying to sneak glances
Yeah.
while they're peeing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like, wow, that's a young gay man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he wore the sex hat.
When he wore the sex hat, that was what a good moment. And yeah,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So right
Just
after,
sitting in
right
the
after,
kitchen.
yeah, right after the diner, we go to Howard's house. We go to Howie's house,
Yeah.
and then his dad is fucking some chick, like his new
Yeah.
stepmom, is the bit. And then fucking Gary just like pulls him outside and is like,
Dude,
take a look at this.
you gotta check
and
this
he's
out.
showing him his dad and his stepmom fucking, and it's like, I don't want to see that.
And then the next morning, his dad walks into Howie's room and he's like, yo, your friend's downstairs. And we cut to downstairs. He's in the kitchen wearing the hat, the hard hat his dad was wearing the night before while he was like having sex with this woman.
And he was just smiling at him like
I don't know a darn thing, mister. Like, what a shit-eating grade.
And then after
Oh
he
my
took it
God.
off, he just went like, and that that cleanses what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give a good old scalp rub.
The sex hat.
The sex hat.
The
yeah.
hat stays on.
He was like mind messaging Howie. He's like, I want to have sex with you. You can tell because I'm wearing a hard hat. That's protection, right?
I want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
I found the spit to be particularly discomforting because I've been in that situation.
Where somebody spit on you?
Yeah.
Like while they were on top of you, or they just
Yeah.
spit on you? Why?
To fuck with me.
but that's the thing though. Like, that's a real thing that happens.
Yeah. It
That's
really
crazy.
it really contributes to the immersion of this movie that there's like funny stuff and like unique and interesting scenes.
Yeah.
And it feels like a cohesive, realistic world that fits together.
Dang, you were just getting spit on? Dang.
Yeah.
That's
This
crazy,
just
dude.
kind of fucked up world.
The one animal world building is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're out here doing crazy shit. It's
Yeah.
pretty
That's
awesome.
crazy.
No internet back then. We were just like kind of
Yeah, I don't
wrestling
believe
each
it.
other for fun, and
Same.
every once in a while you'd
Being
be like,
rac-
I'm gonna take things a little too far.
Being racist, spitting on each other.
Yeah. It's the like specific tension. No, I won't go into detail.
Okay. I don't know if it was just
The
a
film
boy
captured it
thing,
very
like-
well. Is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a boy thing or me just not having friends thing, but I've
It's a
never
boy thing.
experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crazy.
This wasn't in the movie, but I want to talk about the scene that you spliced into the movie.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we get the catharsis of the abuser dying in the end. But really, what we all wanted to see was for him to be castrated.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled up Germinal,
Yeah.
a movie about French miners doing a big strike, and in that movie, they kill the store owner and then cut his dick off and parade it through the streets. And I think that would have made a good addition to this movie too.
Yeah. That was Walter's original pitch, but they thought, "No, we're pressed for time on this movie. Here's a gun." He couldn't even shoot his dick off.
Not enough budget for the parade it deserved.
Mm.
Dang.
Were there any other bits that we wanted to talk about? Otherwise, we can talk very briefly because we already talked a lot about Paul Dano's role in this movie. But I wanted.
He's the main character of this movie.
He is the main character of this
Which
movie.
is totally different from the newcomers.
Yeah.
It's
Like one
It's-
of the few movies where he is a main character?
I think so.
Dang.
Which is too bad because he was 15 and his acting is so good.
Yeah, he was a really good actor in this movie.
I like just imagine like, I have a good feeling about you, but it's just like I can't really tell what your range is like, and it's like, oh yeah, watch this, and then he made this movie,
Yeah.
and it's like, fuck, all right, you're hired, whatever you want, here you go.
Mhm.
Like
And he said, I want to be a fucked up, tortured little guy in every movie forever.
yeah. Man, like it's so night and day. Again, I'm comparing it to Newcomers, but it's so night and day. Like his performance in Newcomers and his performance in this fucking movie. Like
I can't even remember a line he had in that movie.
Just like made up Japanese.
Yeah.
He went from like backyard racism to on the streets.
on the
Like,
bridge contemplating suicide.
Yeah, onto
Yeah.
the bridge.
Quoting Walt Whitman at you.
Yeah. while he was driving for like presumably the first time,
Mm-hmm.
because his dad didn't bother to teach him how to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No.
like he's like really composed for somebody driving for the first time, and also with a strange man.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
fantastic in this movie. Like, I wrote down in my notes, like, he completely disappears in his role. Like, not only forget that he's Paul Dano, but I forget why the hell I'm watching this movie in the first place. Like, that I have to make a podcast about this movie. And, like, it's so... Like, I'm looking at him right now, because we have the poster pulled up, and it's like, I can't even... Half the time I can't tell it's him, but the other half when it shows like a close up of just his face, I think it's the hair is mostly what's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
He's got that 2000 spike hair.
Yeah.
The lack of glasses also plays a big role.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's true too. Oh yeah, in my notes I also wrote Paul Dano with hair highlights ?
Yeah.
And then
He's got
he does have them.
confirmed. Period. Hair highlights. Period.
Oh yeah, and then I also wrote down pants smeller.
Oh shit!
God.
Pants.
Yeah. So when they
Pants
rob
smeller.
Big John the first time, he catches them and grabs onto like the ass of the pants and like tears off the pocket. And then we get this montage of Big John smelling the pant
pocket.
Well, yeah,
like
smelling
a bloodhound.
smelling, but also it's like a montage of like his car driving through
Driving around
neighborhoods.
town.
He's
and,
just
like,
like
and
staring at children and
And going-
sniffing this pant pocket.
Yeah.
It's like disgusting.
Yeah,
He just like
yeah.
stops. He stops in front of these two children, and he's like staring at them. And he brings up the pocket to his face, and he sniffs it, and he sits there for like an uncomfortable amount of time, and then he drives off. It's just like.
We joked about it at first, and we were like, the bloodhound. He's gonna sniff him out. But then, like, the second time, it was weird the first time, but the second time he did, it's like, okay, this is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
He's gonna match the pant pocket. I think it was you that said that, or it's like, he's gonna match the pant pocket to every kid's ass
Yeah,
in town.
he's just gonna like stare at everyone's ass.
And he was trying to do that.
Yeah, that's why he did that.
Yeah. Anyways, Paul Dano. I mean, I said all I wanted to really say. He was great in this movie.
Yeah.
It's really messed up how good he was, and like, to the discredit of the directors, I don't think you needed him. I don't think you really needed to make him do that much. Is the thing that I'm realizing now that because I kind of glossed over that. I'll admit. But, like, yeah, it is kind of weird how much they did show.
Yeah. That's like a thing that they love to do in movies. Especially, like, 70s to early 2000s, is they'd always have, like, obligatory minor not wearing clothes. Like, shower scenes, locker room scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why?
Like,
And a lot of times it doesn't even add to the movie. It doesn't add to the story. It's not. There's no reason for it to be there.
I disagree. I think that's the point of movies.
No. Like a lot of the times, it's not necessary to the storytelling.
Right. It doesn't contribute to the thesis, but it does contribute to the movie. Because the point of a movie is to see things. It's just that they're choosing to show us things that we don't want to see.
Explain.
Like, it's what I was talking about before. This is the gaze, the property of cinema. Is that a story is told through a character's perspective, who is our subject, and we project our desires, for example, onto an object. And when you depict a subject or an object in a sexual way, you're positing that they are a sexual object, that they exist for the purpose of visual pleasure. That is inherent to the medium of cinema in a way that it isn't for, like, books, for example.
Okay.
To say that it's not contributing
I'm not
to the movie.
I'm not saying it's not there to not contribute. I'm saying it's like not there for a good enough purpose.
Yeah, it's bad. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
there.
it shouldn't be there. I'm like, why add it at all if it's not helpful to your story? I don't know. It's just a thing that they like to do in movies back then, especially. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Yeah, I'm like, why are we doing this, especially to child actors? It's like not good. It's really not good. It's really bad.
Even not even child actors too, but like if you can oh no, they're not children in real life. They're adults playing children, but that still doesn't make it any better. You know, I'm still supposed to believe that these are children.
Like, no, it's not a child. She's actually 300 years old, so it's okay. It's okay if I have a body pillow over, says all the gooners out there. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just strange. I don't know why people like it that much to put it in everything when it's not a part of the movie, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. Makes sense. I don't know. Is there anything you guys have to add for Paul Dano's acting?
It was great. He looked so young. I genuinely thought he was like 14, like 13.
So did I.
In
Yeah.
this
He looks
movie.
like a baby.
But like, that's just like heart emoji baby face. Like, I get it. But yeah, but still, like 16 is so young for what a he acted his ass off, man. It was really good. His acting was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, he truly disappeared into the role.
Yeah.
In a way that he doesn't in his more modern movies, where he's usually screaming. he's very underacted in this movie. In a way that serves the movie very effectively.
There are a lot of good moments where it almost feels like the actors are breaking character. And like they're being just kind of a little more genuine than other movies would have you do. Like the scene where he goes like, you know, you're like James Bond if you didn't suck so much cock, and like Brian Cox just kind of like laughs in a way where you're like, yeah, he just made Brian Cox laugh in the car. You know what I mean? Like he just caught him off guard with that line. You know what I mean? When he's like, it was a her, and he goes, like, you know what I mean? He gives that look where it kind of like really feels like a little more like genuine than like maybe a more produced movie. And that's like definitely the vibe they're going for.
And those are both movies where they like name the evil, where it is otherwise not named, right? In the way that it's insidious and subtle.
Yeah. Good movie.
Good movie. Should we rate it real quick?
Sure.
I don't know. I just learned you don't rate movies. You just say like or dislike.
Liked.
All right.
I'm definitely giving this a like. I would definitely give this like a 4 out of 5, just because the child nudity is just like unacceptable. But I did like how uncomfortable I did feel, and like the movie definitely like did its job.
Yeah. I will also give it 4 out of 5 missing guns.
4 out of 5 missing guns.
Yeah. So, I don't know. This movie did make me feel really uncomfortable, which is what it exactly was trying to do. I hated the villain of the movie so much, and like I talked about before, the highlights I think for me are probably the score. I think it's like really the scenes that are my favorite. The score adds so much to it, and it's so emotional and so like I almost want to cry watching it and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess probably for the same reasons. Don't show Paul Dano in his underwear. Okay.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a good movie. I did feel really uncomfortable watching it because it was made to be uncomfortable. Yeah. And I don't know if I could watch it again. But it was definitely like solid. Probably 4 out of 5 Paul Danos.
Okay.
4 falls out of 5 Danos.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 missing glasses.
Yeah, well, if he was wearing glasses, you can't see his like black eyes.
That's true. Yeah.
True, he just had like 2 pairs of broken glasses. That's true.
You wouldn't
I
have.
wonder if that was like legitimately why.
It's like you can't give him a shiner if he's wearing glasses.
Makes sense.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses.
Oh, hit a guy with. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there. Very clever.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, I was so like. You asked me, "Oh, do you guys want to watch it in my apartment?" And like, isn't your aunt staying over, right? And you're like, "Yeah," and like, because I already saw it, but I didn't tell you that. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nobody told me what this movie was.
yeah, it's like.
I also had no idea. I actually didn't even know their name until
Me neither.
you pulled it up.
Yeah.
I knew it was about a gay teenager. That's it.
And I saw the whole thing, and I wasn't better off for it, but I wasn't exactly worse off for it.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was about, and there was a point where he was putting on lipstick, and I was like, "Oh my god, Paul Dano trans," and then I was like, "Oh, Paul Dano gay, he's gay."
Because those are the same things in 2001.
Yeah.
All gay people have pronouns.
All gay people have pronouns, and that's true today.
All gay boys
just as it
dress
was.
like girls.
Paul
That's true.
Dano.
Paul
Gano.
Gano.
Paul freaking Gano.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that's a good place to end it then. Okay. Bye,
Bye, Paul Dano.
Paul
Paul
Dano.
Dano.
Hi, Paul Dano.
Our one and only listener.
Paul Franklin Dano. Paul Franklin Dano.
Paul freaking Dano. Paul freaking Dano.
I turn
Dano.
it.
Paul Dano.
Uh.
It's clitoris, you idiot.